I'm going to start work on making the new toggle links. I've got to weld them onto there, but I'm going to make a jig to try and keep them straight, because I have to do such a big weld into here it's going to pull, but I think if I weld both sides evenly and then in the end I'll chuck it in the furnace and re-straighten it. But I've got to find the centre of this. I'm not supposed to use the vernier like this, but this is an old crappy one. So that's about the centre of that. This should be able to clamp this to here. Might need a washer under there. Yeah, I need a washer there, but now I can mark the end hole, get that right place, and then I can shim up the new piece of steel. I'll just go right in there with the 19mm drill bit. And yeah, that'll mark. I know actually I could center punch it, like, yeah, I'll just run that in drill press and it'll find its own center. Would be nice to drill a pilot hole, but it doesn't have to be super accurate, so I'll just go straight in with the 19mm. It'll take some time. Sitting flat. Now we need to drill a hole in here which matches up with that hole, and this will get shimmed up and then bolted down, and then I can start welding it. They've welded and ground one of them up. It's got a full penetration weld on both sides. It's a lot of grinding to do there. And then I've got to grind the shape into them and cut them down. I've just finished the toggle links and they're all ready to go on now, so I can finish putting the hammer together. But yeah, that's a bit of 25 by 50 solid bar which are welded onto the old clevises. That's a full penetration weld, so we have probably already said that, but it's got an oil hole drilled there, and I've finished the other one on there too. And then so, because I've got the anvil on, I'm going to have to take off the side of the gib. The bolts came loose, so that's good. So then I can just take off one side and slot the top in there, and then just continue assembling it, and that hopefully is the last job, apart from get washers for here. I put the foot pedal on, and yeah, that seems to be actually working, because I was worried that that clutch, the brake was dragging too much, but seems alright. And here's my second attempt at making this the right length, because I trimmed off too much, so there wasn't enough to get a lock nut on. And then so I've threaded these and then welded them in two, so that's been redone. I could grind out the weld okay. But yeah, that was a bit of an expensive mistake, because these bolts, they're like $50 each. In theory, this should come off. Probably never been off in 100 years. All these bolts are actually Whitworth. Have to get a punch. Oop. The little tag's broken off, or it's just missing off there. It flew off just then. Punch. There we go. Should use a steel hammer. There we go. is when I need help with someone around. This may not work. Could have welded and re-drilled them to the locking one. Maybe next time. Is that one tight? God. Really tight. I have to take that apart and heat it and bend it. I'd have to put a bit of heat through here and open that out, it's too tight. Better a tiny bit more. Yeah, that's good now. Try again. I've also swapped those arms around. I thought I saw a crack in one, but I gave it a grind and it was just like a little service thing, so it's nothing to worry about. Hopefully I don't need to take it apart again. Oh yeah, these pins I'm going to put through from the other side. Oh, can I get it? Try something else. I can do this side actually. I'll have to rotate the hammer around. Ah, it's hot. God, it's hot. Can't see because of all the grease. Get on there. There we go. It's one. I I won't bore you doing the other side. Attempt at putting those bottom pins in. I actually swapped the arms over, so hopefully it's still going to fit. Because these grease right here, they've cut in a groove for oil. So I think it'd be better if they face forward for lubrication. Put some grease on there. There's 3. Oh, it's still hot. Fits together better though. The springs, where did I put them? Put the springs on the top now. I'm going to cut these down. Last time I welded them and cut them down too early and I cut them way too short. I've got to put the split pins on the end of these. Oops. And then the lock nuts go on. There we go. Still got to put the lock nuts on the end of here and then can cut the ends off, but I think that's pretty good. It's nice and free. There's no way I can turn that. Look at that, I accidentally bought those 2 bigger washers, but they're perfect for there. And there we go, that's all on. That seems good. I cut down the ends. I need to go back into town and get some bigger split pins and some washers for here. And I've got to bend them over still, but I'll wait to make sure everything's good before I do that. Because these are actually pretty expensive, these split pins. And then here the lock nuts are on. I've got to trim the bolts for the bottom. Yeah, and that. Hopefully that motor can lift that hammerhead. It's very heavy, I can't do it by hand. That's a big bit of iron. It seems good, it's not binding. Yeah, that did need bending out a tiny bit. And those toggle links work quite well. You don't often see spring hammers this big.